nephew. What's good with you?
What's going on, Unc?
Hey, nothing much. Sorry, I don't have a ton of time to talk, but T and I were wondering if you wanted us to ship your presents to your place, or if you'd have enough space to bring them back in your suitcase.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for that. Yeah, you're gonna have to ship them. I don't think I'll be able to make it back this year.
Oh man, really? I know things are tight. If you need the money, T and I.
No. It's fine. They just needed me at work, and the scheduling. It just didn't make sense for me to fly all the way back in town and then come back. So I'm gonna come visit like at the end of January, February, somewhere around
there. Okay, all right. But does your mom know?
No, not yet. I'll call her right after this.
All right. You let me know if you need anything, okay, Kareem?
Yeah, for sure, Unc. Thanks for checking in.
All right, take care and call your mom.
Yes, sir.
Jingle, jingle, jingle. Hello and welcome to HoliDay Trip, the globe-trotting podcast that takes a look at holiday traditions around the world. I am your host, Olivia Fumiati.
And Merry Kwanzaa to you all. And I'm O'Neil Henry, and I'm just waiting for my presents. Give me my presents. Thank you. Mwah.
I'm resident elf on the shelf, Tyler J. Kirkara. I watch you while you're sleeping, and I know when you're awake. You've been very naughty. You've been very fucking naughty. I saw what you did. I know.
No, it's okay. No, did. Tyler's just mad because no one's allowed to touch him this time of year.
Should we be cursing on this one? This feels like a family-friendly one.
No, this one's not family-friendly.
Oh.
No. Okay, good, great, fantastic.
Good.
Yeah. So folks who want to sit around and weave yarn with their children near on this holiday season.
So if I'm at home for Christmas and my grandma says, "Tyler, I hear about this new podcast you've got. We should listen to the new episode." I should go.
Gonna be a lot about it's gonna be just some crazy stuff and some.
Just smoke your grandma out before.
Oh yeah, okay. It's Texas though, so it's a little harder.
Well, you can find it, I'm sure.
I'll ask my sister. She's in high school. She knows where to get it.
This week we are going to be looking at late winter traditions from Europe because those guys, they go buck wild for the
they do some wild ass shit. Not gonna lie.
So we're gonna visit 3 different sort of regions, and we're just gonna start off with our little region. What do you guys like to do around the holidays with your family? What are your family traditions?
Well, my parents don't love each other, and so I get double Christmas. And so it usually, because, well, legally speaking, I would go to one family from Christmas Eve until noon on Christmas Day and then spend the rest of Christmas at the other parent's home, usually doing Christmas dinner. We open presents and do all that stuff. Now that my parents hate each other less, I'll do all Christmas Eve stuff at my mom's, and then we'll do Christmas, and then we'll wake up, and then we'll all go to my grandma's to do Christmas over there. Dad's side Christmas too. It's a good time.
I love grandma. Fantastic. Tyler, what does your family do?
My family is an incredibly generic Christmas family. I don't think I have anything in particular that we do every year. We do make Christmas cookies. So like knockoffs of Girl Scout cookies, and at the end we do stamp the Italian flag on all of them.
Oh, yes! Fantastic.
And,
and then obviously you always do your dance.
We wake up in the morning, and before we're allowed to open any presents, we have to eat a full lasagna.
a full casserole dish size each, right?
Each. This is every person.
Yeah.
Grandma
and then
stays
the
up all
dog
night
gets a small one.
Sorry, Nona stays up all night.
No, yes, please. And then you have your mafia shootout, of course, as is
with the family across the street, who's also Italian.
The Rizzos.
And it's great. And then my Nona plays piano. She plays the music from The Godfather.
The Godfather theme song.
And
pretty good.
And we all make a big pizza pie at the end of the
day. Fantastic. I come from a movie quoting household, and so every year my family watches at least once It's a Wonderful Life. and we basically try to see who can remember the entire movie from beginning to end.
Okay, all right. Sort of like Rocky Horror Picture Show style, or
Less acting it out, but more sitting on the couch and just participating.
I love that.
oh, okay.
So, like, literally, like, you could give me a line from the movie. I know no one knows the movie, but if you gave me a line, I can probably tell you what the next line is.
I do know it's incredibly sad.
It is incredibly sad. It's an incredibly good movie.
So why Christmas?
It's this man thinks that his life isn't worth living after a series of events, and he
Unfortunate
finds
events
out
with Neil Patrick Harris.
Jimmy Stewart featuring Neil Patrick Harris.
I would kill
Neil
to
Patrick
watch
Harris
that production.
really is the Jimmy Stewart of the modern
Of our
day.
generation. Yes, truly.
But after some literal divine intervention, he discovers that life is worth living and the holidays kick ass.
Hell yeah,
Have you not
dude.
seen It's a Wonderful Life, O'Neill?
No, because I'm not 80
It's one of my
goddamn years
absolute
old.
favorite movies.
Yeah, it's a beautiful motion picture. It's really
really
a
good
true
movie.
classic. It's really
Whatever.
great.
We don't
I'd
need to go
recommend
into
it.
this. It's Christmas time. Liver, what you got
All right,
for
welcome
us
to
today?
the Yuletide.
What zany?
We're gonna hop on our little plane and we're gonna Indiana Jones
Dun, dun,
map
dun, dun,
transition.
dun, dun, dun. But wait, sorry, Christmassy. Imagine there were jingle bells behind what I was doing.
We're gonna go to a place that you and I know. We're going to Gavle, Sweden.
Oh yeah, starting with our yearly Gavle update.
Our
Yes.
yearly Gavle
This
update.
is a
Love
Gavle
that.
Goat update podcast.
Isn't it? It's actually pronounced like the Yevleboken or something like that. Now remind everybody what country this is, and if you didn't listen to the pitch episode for
Yes.
this.
So the Gavle Goat is a Swedish tradition. The Gavle Goat is a traditional Christmas display erected annually at Slottstorgen. I'm apologizing ahead of time for any words that aren't in the King's English.
King's American English. Let's narrow that
The
down a little bit
president's
more.
English.
Joe Biden's English.
Joe Biden's English. So it is a giant straw goat that is erected in Castle Square in central Gavle, Sweden. I'm going to call it Gavle. I know it's like Gavle or something like that. Gavle. But Gavle Goat is very funny to say. So, it is a giant version of a traditional Swedish Yule goat figure made out of straw. So, it is erected each year. This is from Wikipedia.
Erected.
Yeah! O'Neill did a joke! Yes!
Don't call attention to it. It's going to be funny in the background.
Is it O'Neill?
Is it?
Yeah.
So it's a local community group that puts up this giant goat at the beginning of Advent over the course of 2 days, and it has been the subject of repeated arson attacks. And despite security measures and a nearby fire station, the goat has been burned to the ground most years since its appearance in 1966. As of December 2021, 38 out of 56 goats have been destroyed or damaged in some way. Burning or destroying the goat in some way is illegal, and the Svea Court of Appeal has stated that the offense should normally carry a 3-month prison sentence. In 2018, it sentenced a 27-year-old man to a suspended sentence and day fines for aggravated property damage for burning the goat.
You can't send
lame.
someone to jail for that. Come on.
You can't sell someone. It's Christmas. It's creamies.
We're going to be
winter
talking about
solstice.
the Castle Square goat. There are 2 that are erected in Gavle, but there is one by the Southern Merchants and the Yule goat built by the Natural Science Club of Vasa. But we're going to be talking about the people's goat.
Is the Natural Science Club one, is that like a test for like flame retardant materials? I love that if that's true. If not, it should be.
So over the years, they have implemented security measures to protect this goat. And so Wikipedia has an amazing decade by decade update on what goes down with this goat. And so I'm gonna tell you the year, I'm gonna tell you what the security measures was, and then I'm gonna have you guess how long it lasted and how it was destroyed.
This
The
is a very good game.
70s, the 70s was a little crazy, but we're gonna talk about the Gavle Goat for a little bit. So
Has it been going on that long? I thought this was like a 21st century thing.
No, so in 1966, it was destroyed on the 31st of December in a fire. This is the first one.
And that was an accident.
That was an accident. 1967, it survived. There was a fence added in 1968. Survived. 1969, inside inside of goat protected by chicken wire netting, and there was a fire. So I am going to jump to 1979. So,
Okay.
this is after the first goat was burned, a second was fireproofed. After how many days was it destroyed, and what was the reason for it being destroyed?
I'm going to say 7 days later in an act of God. I think it was struck by lightning.
Okay.
Tyler?
An act of God, huh? I'm going to say
I think
it was
God wanted to
destroyed
get one in.
7 days later by a guy who just accidentally flicked a cigarette onto it.
That's a good one. It is.
You know how it's Europe, so there's lots of ciggy smokers.
You would both be incorrect, but fire is accurate. However, the goat was destroyed prior to assembly.
Oh,
kind of a trick
The goat was
question.
burned down before
That's
construction
well-
even
well
finished.
tricky.
A second goat was constructed and finished, but was later destroyed and broken into pieces. My favorite one from the 70s, there's no security measures here, but in 1976, the Gavle Goat was hit by a car. A student rammed the hind legs of the goat with a Volvo Amazon.
Now, here's a question
all
for
right.
the both of you. We know
Yeah.
that in the years where it doesn't burn down, that is when the evil is allowed into
Yes,
the world.
bad things happen.
Yes.
Does it need to be burned, or does hitting it with a car count as destroying it and the evil
I
doesn't
think it just
enter
needs
the
to be
world?
destroyed beyond repair. So I don't think you could just like hit it. I think you would have to like run through the goat.
Yeah.
But I think as long as it's destroyed, I think that's okay.
So in 1988, after the goat survived that year, gamblers were the first able to gamble on the fate of the goat with English bookmakers.
Yes. Do you think
So-
FanDuel,
Great.
you
Yeah,
think
I love that.
FanDuel in America has like
You think we can find a good Gavle Goat betting?
So
that might be a fun yearly
the
tradition.
90s was when the goat survived the most years in a decade. So the goat was guarded by volunteers. It survived. In 1993, it was guarded by taxis and the Swedish Home Guard. Do you think it survived?
In 1993?
In 1993.
Well, the fact that this is a little bit meta reading, but the fact that you called it out makes me think it didn't. But I wonder how it's. 93. I'm thinking Molotov cocktail. I think the standard.
Ooh,
sort
yeah,
of.
that's a good
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you would be incorrect. It did survive in 1993.
Oh.
The goat was featured in the Guinness Book of World Records. And the following
For
year,
what?
the goat followed.
Biggest goat.
In 1995, the goat followed the Swedish national hockey team to Italy for the World Championship in hockey.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so I'm assuming from this, there are people who love the goat and people who hate the goat. And it is like,
Yep.
it is us versus them sort of civil war situation.
Yes. So the 2000s is where it gets a little crazy. So on Lucia is St. Lucy's Day, or the Feast of St. Lucy. It's celebrated on the 13th of December. It is a really big thing in Sweden. It's a big holiday that's celebrated. And so it was erected before Lucia, and the goat was guarded by Swedish radio and TV personality Gert Fylking.
Okay.
Oh, boy. All right.
Do
All right,
you want to
Gert.
say that name again for me and spell it out?
Gert, G-E-R-T, Gert
Gert.
Fylking, Fylking, Gert Fylking.
Yeah, you hit that.
Gert Fylking. Okay.
Gert Fylking. So, did it survive or did it not survive?
I think Gert burned it down. It was a false
You
flag
think Gert burned it
operation.
down? Okay.
I like that. I like that sort of
Yeah.
like the calls that come from inside
Yeah,
the
calls
house.
coming
or
from inside the house. Yeah.
double spy situation.
Gotcha.
Yeah, or maybe accidentally burned
It was just
down.
for
That's
good
what I'm gonna put
ratings.
mine.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, a 22-year-old from Stockholm tried to set the Southern Merchant's goat on fire, but it did fail. The goat received only minor damage. So it survived with damage.
So it
Gert
survived
could not protect
with
it.
a little bit of damage.
2005 is my favorite means of burning the goat down. I'm just going to read it to you because it was destroyed on the 3rd of December, so 3 days after it was
3
erected.
days after Boise.
Burnt by unknown vandals reportedly dressed as Santa and the Gingerbread Man by shooting a flaming arrow at the goat. Reconstructed on the 5th of December, the hunt for the arsonist responsible for the goat burning in 2005 was featured on the weekly Swedish live broadcast TV3's Most Wanted. The 8th of December.
To live in a country where the
boy,
most wanted person is a person who burned a
He's
goat
a person
down.
who just burned
Yes.
out. Yeah. God, Sweden must be nice.
This was 2011, sprayed with water to create a coating of ice.
Yeah,
it
that's
was
what my
destroyed
thoughts
2
would be.
days after being erected. Mild weather resulted in
no.
the protective ice melting. That Science Club goat was also burned.
Yeah.
In 2013, it was soaked in flame retardant. Nope, sorry. 21 days
Nope.
later, done. Fire.
Rip.
So,
Damn.
since 2017 until 2020, the goats survived. There was a double fence added, cameras were added, fencing cameras, guards, taxi rank, double fence, 24-hour CCTV, 2 guards patrol around the goat frequently, 24 hours a day, along with a canine
Goddamn.
unit. Okay.
Damn, yep.
2020, they implement guards, double fence, 24-hour CCTV, public webcam feed. So,
Okay, all right. So you can watch the Gavle Goat burn.
2021. Okay, the Natural
Yes.
Science Club goat is burned in the early hours of the 12th of December. All right.
Okay.
During the same weekend, a drunk person was caught trying to jump the fences around the larger goat. The larger goat burned down in the early hours of the 17th of December. A 40-year-old man was arrested and later sentenced to 6 months in prison and ordered to pay quite a bit of money. As of right now, without cheating, do you think the goat is currently standing?
Yes, it's still early in the year as we record
okay,
this.
so
Okay,
when
it was
recording this,
inaugurated on the
yes.
27th of November, and it is currently December 9th.
Yes, I think it's still standing.
Okay.
I think it's fairly early in. I think whatever, flame retardant, if they're still coating it in ice, something like that, I think it still has its protection stuff. I think they're going to start slipping in a couple weeks.
So this year, they actually moved the goat.
No.
They moved the goat to a different
Interesting.
location than it has been in the past.
Not the Gavle Goat.
And they have also updated it. They have their security measure this year is to have new 24-hour real-time public webcam feed. So we can actually go look at the
so
Gavle
we get
Goat
to
right
watch
Should
now.
we go watch it? Should we stream it
Fuck
together
yeah.
and just kind of observe?
What if we live found out that it's being burned down? See, that's the thing. It's it's late in Sweden right now, so maybe it's possible.
Yeah, what else do they have
Gavle
going
Goat
on?
live
They gotta have-
stream.
Or
Yes.
is this just like a small town
Yep.
where like this is their Hallmark
Still
movie
going,
every
still
year?
up.
How
Oh,
is
wow,
there
this is
not
a
a
beauty,
Hallmark
though.
movie featuring
It
a
is
Christmas
so up.
person
A Gavle Goat?
a person who hates Christmas and wants to burn down the Gavle Goat and a hot
TM,
and a hot baker
TM.
who builds the Gavle helps build the Gavle Goat every year? How has this not been made?
A very Gavle goaty Christmas.
The very Gavle Christmas.
very Gavle Christmas.
Awesome. So, that is the Gavle Goat. The other Swedish tradition that I want to bring up is
Can we actually, before we
Yeah.
go on, can we each just go around how we would protect the goat and then how we
Yeah,
would
yeah,
destroy
Yes.
it?
yeah.
Okay. I would co-opt school children.
Okay.
And I would make them stand in a circle around the goat. And then
Singing?
every school in the area has to send their kids every day. So
A very Hunger Games situation. I love
Gavle
it.
Elementary gets it on Mondays, and then so on and so forth. And to destroy it, I think we would have to offer the children milk and cookies so they step away from their guard. And
And how would you burn it down, or what would you?
Yeah.
I would probably, in a blaze of glory, would build a smaller Gavle Goat, put it onto the hood of my car, set it on fire,
Hey, I like
and then
that.
just go full speed at the Gavle Goat.
At the Gavle Goat, just
and let
okay.
the little goat set giant goat on fire.
Symbolic. I love it. I
do
love it.
enjoy
And do you
that.
survive that, or are you going out with it? Are you taking
I'm
the
not
Gavle
getting
Goat
fined.
down with you? Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Take it down with you. I
Yeah.
love that. All right. I think I like the flame retardant sort of thing. I think what I would do is I would have a fake Gavle Goat sort of out and about, and then I would make that one fairly easy to burn. Like, I think not a super lot of protections. And then once it eventually burns out, because people aren't going to go for it like the first weekend, it'll probably be like 3 weeks. I would put up the normal defenses and everything. And then once it eventually gets burned down, I would the next day, not even pay it any recognition. I would just have the new goat ready and out with all the flame retardant protection. So that way nobody knows. Nobody knows. They can't see me. But I think how I would burn down a Gavle Goat would be, I think, you know what? I would use a drone. It would be a drone. I would use a drone to drop down.
You could get one of
sort
Elon's flamethrower drones.
Yeah, and then I think the Gavle Goat would just be done. It would be over for Mr. Goat. I don't think they have an air-based sort of covering situation.
Yeah, there's no anti-aircraft sort of defense.
Yeah, not yet. That's Gavle Goat 2050.
How about you, Tyler? What do you think?
How would I protect the Gavle Goat? I wouldn't protect the Gavle Goat. And here's why. I think this needs to become like a real. Oh, you know what we need to do? Here's how you protect it. Here's how you protect it. You build a little home for a man inside, and a man lives in it.
What if they
and you advertise that like, hey,
beings.
There's a man living in here. If you burn it down, you'll be a murderer.
Oh, so up the stakes. Tyler, you know that won't change people. Somebody somewhere will still do it. I thought you were going with the other way, which is not protect it at all and then sort of make it pastiche to burn down.
Oh,
like, really
I like
burn
that
down the
idea.
Like, really? Come
You're really
on.
gonna
Make
burn
it
down
cringe.
the goat. No,
Yeah.
The
that's
security
so-
measure
Yeah,
is
the
a
goat
man
How
lives
primitive.
inside
It's a longer
the
game.
goat.
Yeah, it's very primitive.
yeah.
I do like that.
Yeah.
Very good.
And then how would you burn down the Gavle?
And how would I burn down? Here's my thing about burning down the Gavle Goat is I like when it feels medieval. You know, like
the flaming
using all
arrow
this
is very
21st
good.
century, exactly. Using all this 21st century technology is it feels kind of lame, honestly, to me. It's like you should be using, it's built out of straw in a traditional manner, so you should be burning it down in a traditional manner. And my sort of pitch is, we've already done flaming arrows, but how about like a flaming pitchfork? Build your own build your own crossbow. How about that?
Okay, all right. Maybe a trebuchet situation. I don't know how you would get it close enough to the Gavle Goat for it to work.
The thing about
but maybe,
trebuchet is that it could be very far away.
very far.
Exactly.
Yeah, so build one maybe a couple blocks away.
And I like the sort of medieval aesthetic you could bring to it. And that's how I would burn it down.
I like it. Fantastic.
Okay.
Well, that is the
Love
Gavle Goat. The last thing we're going to talk about in the beautiful land of Sweden is called, we're going to butcher this, Kalla Anka Akvavaner Ungstar
Oh my God.
Godjul. Okay?
You want to do
boy.
that again for us?
You want to go one more time?
Kalle Anka Akhansvana Unskar Godjul.
That's actually not too bad.
Thank you.
Yeah, it sounds right. I wouldn't know.
I don't know if it is, but
That translates to Donald Duck and his friends wish you a Merry Christmas.
oh, okay, all right.
Is this sort of Christmas special situation?
Yes, so Kalle Anka for short has been airing without commercial interruption at the same time on Sweden's main public television channel TV1 on Christmas Eve when Swedes traditionally celebrate the holiday since 1959. The show consists of Jiminy Cricket presenting about a dozen Disney cartoons from the 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, only a couple of which have anything to do with Christmas. There are silly symphonies, shorts, and clips from Cinderella, Snow White, Seven Dwarfs, Jungle Book. The special is pretty much the same every year, except for the live introduction by a host who plays the role of Walt Disney from the original Walt Disney Presents series. And the annual tradition of one new snippet from the latest Disney-produced movie, which TV1's parent network SVT is contractually obligated by Disney to air.
That's bananas.
I guess that makes sense for them to be able to get the rights to everything. So has it changed?
Yeah, that's a
because
that's a good
obviously
question.
Disney Plus is out now. Has that changed?
So they passed down the Disney like a Doctor Who.
Yeah.
So they passed down.
Has there been any like Famos acting?
I don't
acting as
know. But I think it's very funny that they dress up like Walt Disney.
That is very funny.
That is incredibly
And
funny.
I think that's cute. I think that's
the role of
adorable.
Walt Disney. I don't think they necessarily have to, pull out the full mustache and everything like that.
So the movies aren't necessarily
It's the same thing.
They don't
every
have
year.
to be. Okay.
Yeah, it's essentially the same.
Oh, it's the same movie, same exact movies
It's
every
pretty
year?
much the exact same broadcast every year.
Okay, interesting. Huh.
Is there any, again, I've said that we're a Christmas movie watching family. Do you guys have any, Christmas movies that you watch with your families?
Yes, and god damn it, I don't like the fact that it has become a tradition because I hate this movie. But Beat Street 2.
I'm sorry?
I think it's
Beat Street 2?
Beat Street 2, is it the second one? Or maybe I'm thinking of, it's Beat Street and a different movie that we watched the second one. What's the Electric Boogaloo movie?
Oh, Breakin'.
Breakin'. Yeah. Breakin' 2, Electric Boogaloo, and Beat Street are the 2 movies we watch for Christmas because my mom is from the 80s and was a DJ. So, or 90s, I guess, and was a DJ.
Your mom has lived a very colorful life.
Yeah, I know.
She has.
Every time I hear more about your mom, I'm like, who is this person? And it explains more about you.
Yeah, I'm fair. Yeah.
Tyler, any movies you watch on the annual?
On the annual, unfortunately not. My family is more of a Christmas special type of person, like a Charlie Brown.
Yeah. Ooh.
I mean, that's fairly traditional.
Yeah.
Would you?
I'm a big Charlie Brown.
We used
boy.
to also do Ice Age.
Ice Age?
I should mention that. We used to do Ice Age every year because when they were still coming out yearly, we would watch
them every year. That's awesome.
Whatever the latest one.
Yeah, but it's been airing nonstop since 1959. So like my grandma and me probably, like if we lived in Sweden, we would probably be watching the same thing every year, which is very cool. So that's Sweden.
Is it time to Indiana Jones our way to another country?
Yes, we're going to go northwest. Actually, we're going to go southwest. We are heading to the UK and Wales.
The Brits.
Yes, we're gonna talk about one tradition that sort of leans into another. So, are you familiar with the tradition of wassailing?
No.
I've heard of this, but I can't remember specifically.
The song "Here We Come a-caroling among the leaves are green."
Yes.
Okay, so that is actually the updated version.
Okay.
Come a-caroling. So Christmas caroling has sort of derived from this tradition. So the song is initially "Here we come a wassailing among the leaves are green, here we come a wandering so fair to be seen, love and joy come to you, and to you a wassail too." Wassail essentially is a tradition in which folks go door to door around the holidays and they go, imbibe us and give us snacks. Essentially.
Okay, so give us your figgy pudding.
Exactly.
Yes, give us your figgy pudding.
Bring us your figgy pudding.
Bring it right here. Yes, exactly. So folks will go to door to door, sing songs, basically
fucking socialist beggars over in Europe.
Singing the praises of the master of the house and the lady of the house and the children of the house, and hopefully they get.
And then they bring
snack.
them booze.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
Hell yeah, dude! Let's fucking do
so
this.
wassail is actually a traditional beverage. It's normally like a cider with spices and alcohol in it, and it's basically Christmas jungle juice that's been going back for centuries now. So that's wassailing.
I would do shots.
Shots?
I think I would be like, all right, you guys want to fucking cook Carol? Let's do shots together, and then we all do shots and then send
Fireball?
Maybe. I was just thinking straight gin, but that might be a little hard for the kids.
Gin shots?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's wassailing. This is a little side tangent. When I was in high school, I was part of Wassail, which started off Wassail was was the collegiate level choir at my high school, and it started off because they would do like Christmas carols during the year. It eventually changed into being like an actual academic thing.
Choir, yeah.
But the first year that I did it, everyone wore these like traditional costumes, and like they were like Renaissance madrigal kind of costumes. And
Olivia, you might have been in a cult.
No, we sang
Every time I
wassail.
hear about
it was great.
northeastern high schools, this is just what it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but wassail kicked ass. It was very good fun. But yeah, we didn't do like the Christmas stuff as much when I did it. But my brother was a part of the group. Actually, both my brothers were part of the group, and I was also in it. But yes, that's wassailing. I'm now going to take you to South Wales. Okay.
Okay. Sort of a Cardiff area?
Yes, around Cardiff, actually. So I'm going to tell you the tradition of Maudie Luid, and I'm actually going to send you a little song that we can what's called, but I'm going to send you a little video, and I want you to sort of describe what you're seeing.
Is that a horse? Is that a human being or
is that a
horse?
person with a... What is happening?
What the
Olivia,
fuck is going
Olivia,
on?
what is happening? Olivia,
What is this?
Is that guy marrying a horse lady?
So what you're seeing is a couple of gentlemen.
Is that a horse bride, but just the head?
This is some M. Night Shyamalan's The Village shit.
Kind of. Low-key, high-key,
So
mid-key.
they're going to sing for a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to describe what's happening here. So we see a group of men, one of which is enshrouded in a white sheet and is holding up the skull of a horse
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
that is affixed to a pole.
We just have mall Santas.
Yeah.
So,
Did he just kiss that horse?
So instead of carolers or people asking for end of the year donations or charities, this is from OKWhatever.org. Where the eyes should be are the bottoms of glass bottles. Its overly long jaw is spring loaded, allowing it to mime the words coming from the person beneath it. They're hidden beneath a white sheet, gripping a pole that holds the skull aloft. This creature is known as Madi Luid, and it wants you to let it into your house.
Oh no.
Like a
I would not.
vampire.
This is terrifying.
So, Madi Luid, which means grey mare in Welsh, is part of a tradition that dates back to pre-Christian times. At the close of every year, people would go door to door performing in the guise of a scary-looking horse in the hopes of receiving food and drink. Because the Madi Luid showed up on one's doorstep, the point wasn't just to spook people. It would ask you riddles and tell you rhymes, often using wit and insults. If the Madi Luid won the battle, despite the homeowner's efforts to keep it out, the horse, or rather the people operating it, would then be allowed inside for libations and victuals, as well as a bit of celebration.
Okay, all right.
Letting a Madi Luid into your house was considered good luck, and the horse was thought to bestow good fortune on the house as it left.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
So what you're watching right now, what you're hearing is this group of people with the Madi Luid are singing at a door. What you are hearing in response is the owner of the house singing back, trying to justify why the horse isn't allowed into the house. So we can stop that there.
It's
Other
a
than the fact that it's a
terrifying
dead horse.
monstrosity. Yeah.
Yes. So this tradition recently saw a resurgence in southern Wales, and so it wasn't practiced
With the horse
until
skull?
about the last 15 years or so. A lot of Welsh people have actually never heard of this, but a local newspaper deemed it the newest old tradition in Wales. So,
right.
held every January since 2004. There's Morris dancing, where dancers move in group formations, and then they bust out this bad boy. There's a competition for the best dressed Madi Luid. They're decorated in
that's
horse costumes, traditional with ribbons and bells, as well with modern updates such as putting Christmas ornaments in the skull's eye sockets.
Jesus Christ. This is terrifying.
It's kind of insane. I'm kind of obsessed with it. They're talking about the wassail bowl.
It's
and
very,
all these
I
hooded
never
animal
pictured
costumes.
the Welsh having like it gives a very, how do I describe it? Day of the Dead aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. I am stuck on this like Nightmare Before Christmas aesthetic. Maybe Mr. Burton themselves, they stole this idea, but like, yeah, I'm not. I don't know if I'm not on board with this. I don't think.
I love this one because
Although I do like the riddles aspect. I do like the sort of like troll aspect of it.
So I am actually going to read you a part of a poem. It's called The Ballad of the Madi Luid by Vernon Watkins. I can't remember what year this was published, but Vernon Watkins was alive from 1906 to 67. I'm going to read you just a small stanza of it. Go back with your drowned and drunken eyes and your crooked mouths so small, and your Madi fold of the starry skies. Go back to the sea waves fall. If we lift and slide the bolt in the door, what can our warm beer buy? What can you give for the food we store but a slice of starving sky? Sinner and saint, a horse's head in the frost.
What the fuck?
Isn't that very good?
It's very dark. It's very dark.
Yes,
this
this
is
is
like
an
comes
epic
back
poem.
to. I'm of the opinion that it comes back to Christmas is like a very dark and awful time of the year, and all these very old traditions go back to like, well, it's Christmas, one of our kids is gonna die.
Yeah, that's fair. Or somebody's gonna get the red plague.
I don't know if we want to do this, if we have time for this, whatever you guys want to do. I was thinking it would be funny if you guys had a little bit of a Madi Luid off.
Oh no.
Oh boy. So dueling, how would we go through that? How would we go about this?
One of you would be playing the part of the Madi Luid, and the other one of you would be trying to justify not letting the horse into your house.
Okay.
We don't have to make it a sing-song.
No,
but
no,
I
I don't think,
I'm
not going to sing it, but I would.
Yeah, I'm not going to sing it.
I'll
O'Neill,
give
do you
you
want to be the
rap
horse,
battle?
or do you want to be the person not wanting the horse in their house?
Can I be the Madi Luid? We could trade off too if that's fine.
But yeah, that's fine. That's
Okay,
fine. Whatever
okay.
you want to do.
All right. All right. So.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, how's it going? I saw the other day, you ordered HVAC, right? You need your HVAC fixed?
No, I
Are
did
you
not.
sure?
Especially, no, I didn't. I definitely didn't. It's First of all, it's December in Wales, and it's 50 degrees outside. My AC I have a fire going. It's perfectly toasty and warm in here. Get off my lawn, or I will be calling the bobbies.
Okay. Wasn't here for HVAC, but I actually am. I'm Christopherson from down the street, obviously, and I was just wondering if I could come in real quick just to grab. I need a roll of toilet paper really bad. I know this getup is weird. I was going.
That's actually too bad. I actually just clogged my toilet. I used all our toilet. All the toilet paper. It's in the toilet and it's clogged.
Oh, okay. Oh, are you watching the Disney thing? I love Disney. I love this. Can I just come in real quick and just spot this real quick? Do you mind if I just take a peek?
No, actually. No. See, here's the problem is I just murdered someone and I'm trying to hide the body.
Oh, okay, interesting. I did too. So maybe I can help. Can I help you out?
Okay. Why don't you come on in then? We can do it together.
Okay,
and scene. Yes. So that's, the Americanized 2022
that would
version
definitely be,
of letting the gray mare into your house.
There is no amount of money. There is amount of money. It's a very high amount of money, I guess. But I don't think the payoff would be as well. For me to let you in to my home when you're wearing a horse mask. I live in Los Angeles. No, I wouldn't let you in the front gate. That's wild. Anyway.
Yeah, they love this little horse in the UK.
Yeah.
The thing is, some places will use like a cow skull, especially because horse skulls are very expensive and very heavy. But what's cool about the Mari Lwyd is that it normally comes with a posse. So you obviously have the guy puppeting the Mari Lwyd, but you also have basically a gang of like 5 to 6 other guys who basically are there to literally be the entourage of the horse. And to provide like backup.
It has mafia
but they also
vibes.
it's also like a very commedia dell'arte thing where they take like very old like tropes and they like act stuff out. It's insane.
Yeah, it's a sketch. It's like a sketch thing. Now, in the
it
modern
is my
times, are they still trying to get inside?
Favorite tradition that I ran across. There's a great article in Atlas Obscura about it, but it's an absolutely buck wild thing. I highly recommend you look at the Midwinter Majesty of the Mari Lwyd.
Wild, terrifying.
It's
Christ.
genuinely it's very terrifying,
upsetting,
but very, very cool at the same time.
A pretty major way is what I'd say.
So we are going to now move south a little bit. We are going to head to Spain in the region of Catalan.
Catalan.
All right. O'Neill, you've been to Spain. What do you... Yeah, good country.
I've been to Catalan.
Catalan?
It's great. I love Spain. Yeah. If I wasn't living in LA, I would definitely be living in Barcelona.
Awesome. Have you heard of the Christmas tradition of El Caganer?
Wait,
The Christmas Caganer.
I don't. Let me look. Okay, no, I don't think so. But I
if
also
you look
you
up
might
the
not
word,
be pronouncing
you will
it right.
just let me know what search comes up for El Caganer, and that's Ner at the end. Caganer.
Ner, Caganer.
Caganer.
What the fuck is this? What?
Okay, so
could you drop a link for us?
All right.
The Christmas Caganer is it is a figurine
what is
that
this,
is
Olivia?
That appears in nativity scenes in Catalonia and neighboring areas within Catalan culture, such as Andorra, Valencia, the Balearic Islands, the northern Catalonia in southern France. It is
Just drop the Google image search for you.
El Caganer, or Caganer, literally means the pooper. Traditionally, the figure is depicted in the act of defecation, appearing in nativity scenes in these areas. He's normally wearing the traditional Catalan red cap, the baratina, with his trousers down, showing a bare backside and defecating.
See, and what I like about this one is it's Boris Johnson next to another. Is that a Greta Thunberg I'm seeing? I love that. That's great.
What
stuff.
This is
so? What is the
pooper.
point? Is this just like you hide it within the nativity scene? Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Okay, I like this. I like this.
And it's not like, oh, you gotta find the little pooper. Like, no, this is just like, so, okay. The exact origins of the Caganer is unknown. But the tradition has existed since at least the 18th century. According to the society Amics de Caganer, Friends of the Caganer, it is believed to have entered the nativity scene by the late 17th or early 18th century during the Baroque period.
Okay, interesting. What is it? What does it like represent? What is it like supposed to?
So there's a couple different theories of explanations. Okay. So the Caganer, by creating feces, is fertilizing the earth, according to the ethnographer Joan Amadis. It was a customary figure in nativity scenes in the 19th century because people believe that this deposit symbolically fertilized the ground of the nativity scenes, which became fertile and ensured the nativity scene for the following year, and with it the health of body and peace of mind required to make the nativity scene with the joy and happiness brought by Christmas near the hearth. Placing this figurine in the nativity scene brought good luck and joy, and not only doing so brought adversity. So what's very funny is that modern Caganers represent celebrities and authority figures.
Yeah, I'm seeing like the Queen. I'm seeing
by
Marilyn
representing them with their pants down. The Caganer serves as a leveling device to bring the mighty down.
We love European satire.
Yes, one I did find on Etsy. It was actually probably the worst looking thing I've ever put. It is a stormtrooper.
Okay, all right, okay,
very good, very good. I enjoy that.
Terrible. That's terrible. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but
oh my God.
They do all kinds.
Let's go around. Let's go around and do a round. What kind of Caganer would you put on each of your nativity scenes that obviously each of you are putting up every year because we all love Jesus Christ?
Yeah, we all love
Jesus
him.
Christ.
Now, could I pitch you this one? I think I would put up Jesus pooping because he was a man like us, you know.
True. But I mean, so you're gonna have baby Jesus, and then you're gonna have, are you saying baby Jesus pooping, or are you saying adult man pooping, Jesus pooping next to baby Jesus? It's sort of like a looper situation.
Oh yeah, sort of a looper. I could give him a little prosthetic nose. I think that's great. I think that's fantastic. Great.
I think Tom Hanks would be funny.
Tom Hanks would be nice. Tom Hanks
would be good. I do.
You know what? I'm gonna do one, and this one's gonna make the most amount of money. Baby Yoda pooping.
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda
pooping. I love myself.
We love to see his little green
Yoda.
butt.
And it'd be cute. And maybe he's pooping on the manger. I'm your God now.
Normally, it is kept far, far away from the Holy Family. This is another reason.
Outside of the manger.
As to the charge of blasphemy, as Catalan anthropologist Miguel Delgado has pointed out, the grotesque, rather than negation of the divine, may actually signify an intensification of the sacred. For what could be more grotesque than the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, a bloody public torture and execution as the defining moment in the story of Christianity. So
I think it's just funny. I think it's funny.
It is very funny. That's primarily
very funny. Agreed.
So
yes, agreed.
Very funny. Good, but this isn't the only Christmas pooping tradition that they have in Catalan.
Okay.
So the Caganer, obviously, he does his thing. I'm going to send you one other article. Actually, I'm going to send you a little song first.
Okay.
A lot of these sort of things come with songs, and I'm going to send you this one. This is an American couple, I believe, that now live in Catalan, and we're participating in this new tradition. So this is Tio de Nadal, or Caga Tio, which is a log that is decorated with a face, a blanket, and two legs to sort of prop it up.
I love the children choir thing that's going on.
So, Tio de Nadal. On Christmas Eve, it is time for the little shit log to shine. It's Christmas Eve, which means the children across Spain's Catalan region are gathering in their homes for the traditional whacking of the festive shit log. Tio de Nadal, or Christmas log, a hollow log with stick legs, a smiley face, and floppy red hat.
Are they No, he has a face. You can't. No, they're putting it on the fire now. No, they can't. He has a little smiley face.
God damn.
Okay.
Oh, no.
They killed
him. This is a Atlas Obscura article from Slate. Tio de Nadal, a Christmas log, a hollow log with stick legs, a smiley face, and a floppy red hat, is a Yule branch with scatological spins. So on December 8th each year, the Feast of the Immaculate Conception, families bring out the happy log. Every night until December 24th, children are tasked with feeding the log by offering him nuts, dried fruit, and water. Kids must also cover Tio de Nadal with a blanket to ensure he stays warm and comfortable. On Christmas Eve, it is time for the little shit log to shine.
Unbelievable.
Children gather around the red-hatted branch and beat him with sticks while singing the traditional Tio de Nadal song. I'm going to read you the English translation.
Okay.
shitlog, shit nougats, hazelnuts, and matto cheese. If you don't shit well, I'll hit you with a stick. Shitlog.
I'm sure it's more lilting and beautiful in the original
Then
tongue.
comes the miracle. The kids look under Teo de Nadal's blanket and discover that the deer log has pooped out a pile of candies and presents. The end of the defecation session is signaled by the presence of a stinky herring. Everyone has collected their gifts from Teo de Nadal, and the family burns him for warmth.
Jesus Christ.
So,
Oh my God.
they
What the
love
fuck?
shitting in Catalan.
Fecals.
Poop log of Christmas, don't poop salted herring, they are too salty. Poop turons, aren't they so much better? So turon, they are kind of like, because I ate them so much when I was a little kid in sort of my Italian household. Turon are like a nougat with almonds in it. They are bangerang. They're very, very good.
There's an American candy version. I forget. Payday? Payday. It's like a payday, but with almonds.
And
Interesting.
better.
I mean, I like a payday.
So, turon is a nougat traditionally made of egg white, honey, or sugar with almonds. They're fashioned into rectangles or cakes and served sliced into bite-sized pieces. The most popular versions featured milled or whole almonds and hail from towns in the southeastern region of Valencia. But there are many takes on turon, caramel, chocolate, fruit, and even liqueur-filled versions. So, yeah, I thought it was absolutely hysterical. It's a little Frosty the Snowman-esque.
I want to get into the mindset real quick. The reality of the fiction, which is you bring in, I guess it would be more like livestock, I guess. You bring in this livestock to your home. You feed it over the course of the winter months until Christmas. I'm assuming every night the parents sort of build it up Santa Claus style where the presents get bigger and bigger underneath the blanket. And then during Christmas, they beat it until the shit comes out. And then when it's all used up, he's all emptied out, time to use the rest of the body for warmth. I guess you are killing it in that instance then. I guess the beating it is killing it. Oh, God.
Yep.
It's like a piñata, kind of, if you think about it.
It's kind of like a piñata. It's like a Christmas piñata.
Christmas piñata.
Yes, but that is the poop log and the caganer from the Catalan region of the area. And that is the end of our holiday trip. What were your guys' thoughts? What was your favorite sort of tradition that I know we don't want it to end. We want it to go on forever.
Listen, I'm such a big fan of the Gavle Goat. I will fly to Sweden. If it gets burned down this year, I expect the Swedish authorities to show up at my door. I will be the one burning 100%. It down in traditional medieval means. Maybe I could pour some burning oil onto it from the top of a parapet. That sounds great to me.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Right?
Yeah, I think I'm hanging with this, with my shitting Tio over here, my shitting uncle. Yeah, I love this new tradition, because that's the thing. Santa Claus has a certain fiction where it could be real or couldn't be real, but the fact that you kill your Christmas log every year really sort of sets in that sort of cyclical, lifelong nature. So I like that. I think I'll be doing that one. I think we'll be doing that one in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
I think because again, my family is my dad is Roman Catholic or was Roman Catholic, and so we have a lot of nativity scenes. I think I might introduce El Caganer this year. I think I might try to find a little pooper,
scene.
And I'm gonna hide him somewhere. And on Christmas, when someone goes, "What? Who is this? Who is this little man?" I will go, "He's good luck. Look at him salting the earth."
Yeah, feeding our little baby Jesus with his poopies.
So it got a little scatological at the end there, but
as every episode.
Yeah, that's the holiday trip. Where do you guys want to go next?
You know what? Let's go back. Let's go to South America.
You want to go to
That's
South America?
a good one. That's a good one.
They got some great stuff out there.
New Year's is coming up, so we got New Year's coming. So
and they party hard.
Let's see what they do in South America for New Year's. But until then, this has been Holiday Trip. I've been Olivia Fumiati.
I'm O'Neil Henry.
And I'm your elf under the shelf. Wink,
wink, wink.
Tyler J. Karkar.
Happy holidays, everybody. Bye.
Happy holidays. Tyler, it's an audio medium. You can't wave. You have to do audio.